Can you feel it, my friends? Can you feel it? It's tangible. It's tangible right now. The feeling that we are moving into a new world. We are moving into a new world, and I've been feeling the collective very intensely the last few days, and that's why I haven't been posting. It's been pretty intense. Just feeling all of the division, the chaos, the rumbling in the collective right now. It feels like a death. It feels like the world is on fire. It feels like the world is coming to an end. But whenever something feels like it's coming to an end, it's because there's a new beginning on the horizon. And this applies to things with us individually, but also as a collective. There are so many constructs, so many belief systems coming to an end right now for us on the individual level and on the collective level. People are waking up at an exponential rate, quicker than ever before. People are waking up, expanding their consciousness, being given new eyes, seeing things from a new perspective, seeing the world in a new way. And this is causing a big, I'm just feeling it like a heaving in the collective of emotion, of belief systems, of all of this energy, suppressed emotions coming to the surface, and individually and as a collective, there's all of this stuff bubbling to the surface. And you know when you're on the ocean and you can feel the swells coming up? This is what I've been feeling lately, is just swells of energy, swells of emotion. You know, it's big and it's intense, and I'm feeling it in myself, and I'm feeling it in the collective, and I'm feeling like almost like a collective motion sickness from the heaving, from the moving, from the undulation, from the waking up of all of this energy and all of this consciousness, layers and layers of consciousness. Whew. And it's big. It's big, and it is feeling pretty intense. And for the ones who are just newly waking up, this is extremely intense. So it's important for all of us to have compassion for each other as we move through this great awakening. We are in the middle of the great awakening that was prophesied, that people have been starting to talk about in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Now we're in it. Now we're in it. And so all ourselves individually and in the collective, we're experiencing this awakening. We're seeing things in a new way. We're feeling the heaving. And I just get this feeling, and I'm seeing it as well, that there will be a lot of people going through a dark night of the soul in the coming months, because that's just what happens after a spiritual awakening, after a revelation, after you are given new eyes and you see things in a different way, comes a dark night of the soul. Comes an ego death. Because when your spiritual sight is enhanced and you see things from a new perspective and you see the world around you in a different way, it deconstructs and unravels your ego's stories about how the world is and who you are and how you fit into the world. And this ego death can feel so overwhelming that if we don't have the tools to deal with it, it can just be totally overwhelming. and feel incredibly intense and feel like a death. It will feel like a death, even if you've got the tools to deal with it. It will feel like a death. But in our lives, we go through many a death and rebirth process if we're open to growth. Even if we're not open to growth, we still go through these things. We still go through deaths and rebirths. We lose people, we gain people. We lose money, we gain money. We lose things, we gain things. It's a constant flux and movement of energy, and like waves on the shore, influxes and defluxes. I don't know if defluxes is a word. It is now, but you understand. It's like an incoming and an outgoing. Constant movement. Constant movement. And when we're on the path and when we're doing the work and when we're awakening, that flux and that movement happens with our belief systems and with our identity and with our perceptions. And our job is to find our center and hold on. To be an island and a lighthouse that's staying stationary amidst the crash of the waves of life and awakenings and and emotions and world events. Our job is to keep ourselves centered, keep ourselves grounded in the real truth. The real truth that transcends personalities, that transcends societies, that transcends belief systems, and transcends change. That's what we are to anchor ourselves to, is the real divine truth. And where we can start to anchor ourselves into the real divine truth is remembering who we are. Remembering the God inside of us, remembering our divine essence, and remembering our cosmic nature, that we are a soul that has a body, not a body that has a soul. We are not our bodies. We are not our personalities. We are not our names. We're bigger than these things. Who we are transcends all of these worldly things. Who you are is sometimes language fails me. Who you are is a massive, infinite consciousness that extends beyond the confines of your body and beyond the confines of your mind and beyond the confines of who it is that your mind tells you that you are. You are an infinite spark of the divine. Your soul is massive. Your soul, your higher self, is larger than life. When you can ground yourself into the truth of who you really are, you build a very strong root system in your divinity and in your limitlessness. and you cease to identify with what you see. And you can sit and observe the happenings of the world, the crashing of the waves, the heaving of the collective. And know that through all of the changes, all of the disruptions, through all of the chaos, through all of the division, through all of the calamity, that you will be okay. I want you to know that you will be okay. And I want you to know that you are more than capable of navigating everything that comes into your world, everything that comes into your reality. You are capable of handling it all. Remain centered and grounded in what's true. What's true is that you will get through this. What's true is that you are more than capable of handling anything that's thrown at you. What's true is that you are not the voices in your mind that tell you that you are not enough. You are more than your name. You are more than your personality. You are infinite, and you are incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. Your attention, your focus is more powerful than you could ever imagine. That's why a gratitude practice is so powerful. That's why the yogis have us training our mind, training our focus, reining the thoughts in so that you can focus your intention, focus your energy, and focus your mind. And the more of us who train our minds and our focus in this way and realize how powerful we are and focus our creative, co-creative focus in the same direction toward peace, toward unity, toward love, the more we will actually affect change in this world. This is so much bigger than each of us as an individual. We are a part of history right now. We are living a monumental event on this planet. Excuse me. It's big. And the awakening that's happening right now can feel scary. It can feel overwhelming. And it can feel almost like the world is ending. But I assure you that it's not.